Hello everyone, I'm Chris Hernandez and this is the Weekly Report, a look at your news from the city of Kansas City, Missouri. The spring construction season starts soon and Go KC projects funded by that $800 million voter-approved program are on track. The Spirit of Freedom Fountain is undergoing a major overhaul and will be ready for the annual Fountain Day festivities in April to kick off fountain season. Several flood control projects are underway at both Turkey Creek and Dodson Creek. And just last week, workers poured a new concrete foundation at Kansas City Museum's Corinthian Hall. Check out this update about that project.
Morning, I'm Darcy Aarons. I'm Field Superintendent for J.E. Dunn, working on the Corinthian Hall out here at Kansas City Museum. Today is beginning of one of our early milestones, which is replacing the slab down in the basement. The existing slab was at multiple elevations. We had a lot of plumbing to add, so we decided to take the entire slab out. So what you see in the background, concrete trucks are here. We're downstairs placing concrete. We'll do that in 3 pours, and then we can get started on our building our walls. It's a great day here at the Kansas City Museum.
Residents are invited to attend a Go KC open house to learn about Beacon Hill infrastructure improvements. It's on Tuesday, February 27th. It takes place from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Health Department located at 2400 Troost. The project groundbreaking will be held on March 7th. For the latest information about all the Go KC projects, visit kcmo.gov/GoKC. On April 3rd, Kansas City voters will decide whether to renew the PIAC sales tax. This capital improvements sales tax has been helping fund projects since 1983. If renewed, the sales tax would provide approximately $70 million annually for street resurfacing and neighborhood projects. There are also 2 new features. This time, the renewal would be for 20 years instead of 10 years. And the renewal would allow the city to set aside some money to help the state of Missouri replace the Buck O'Neill Bridge. For more information about the ordinance, visit kcmo.gov/PIAC/vote. Now here's some other information from departments around the city.
Really about a community that's come together to support our homeless and troubled veterans. There's a group of veterans who have gotten together who recognize the problems and the issues that some of our veterans are facing. They've banded together to try to resolve those.
These are the people who took the oath and were willing to die to defend our Constitution of the United States of America. It is not okay that we have homeless veterans in our city, and we're going to do something about it.
A couple of years ago, it felt like this was going to be forever, and here we are today. Now it just feels like a miracle, but it wasn't without a lot of blood, sweat, and tears by a lot of wonderful people and volunteers.
We're here to welcome the first veterans into our nation's first Veterans Village. We are providing housing with dignity.
Ever wonder how the city of Kansas City, Missouri puts together its budget each year, or how you can get involved in the process? Before the budgeting process even begins, City Council members collaborate at an annual meeting to re-examine and amend the city's goals and priorities, which are outlined in KCMO's citywide business plan. The city relies upon this 5-year business plan to provide the big picture needed to help guide decisions made each year during the budget process, a process that has 4 steps. First, a number of public meetings called resident work sessions are held throughout the city in mid-September to early October. The city's budget office uses these meetings to not only educate those interested in the budgeting process, but also to give residents an opportunity to tell their elected officials what city services are most important to them. Next, city departments create and submit their own desired budgets to city management and the finance staff. Over the next several weeks, these administrative offices discuss department proposals and make decisions on what to include, keeping in mind the need to maintain a balanced budget, which is a legal requirement set forth in the city's charter. After a balanced budget proposal is created, it is presented to the City Council for review and at the same time made public on the city's website, kcmo.gov, for all to see. Here is another chance for residents like you to get involved, as the city hosts several public hearings where you can share your thoughts on the city's proposed budget.
Public budget hearings for the 2018-2019 city budget will be held on Saturday, February 17th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. at Christ the King, 8510 Warnell Road. Saturday, February 24th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. at Guadalupe Center Elementary Auditorium, 5123 East Truman Road. Saturday, March 3rd from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. at the R.B. Doolin Center, 1900 Northeast 46th Street. And Thursday, March 8th from 12:30 to 2:30 p.m. at the KCPD Downtown Headquarters, 1111 Locust.
The final step in the budgeting process occurs when the budget gets approved at a City Council meeting and goes into effect on May 1st. This approved budget remains in effect until April 31st of the coming year. The City of KCMO values the input of residents all throughout the annual budget process, as it continues to provide outstanding services to all Kansas Cityans.
A new collaborative project will be showcased on March 2nd through the 4th at La Esquina Gallery in Kansas City's West Side. One of the organizations involved is Gilda's Club Kansas City, and that's where we are today with Executive Director Siobhan McLaughlin Leslie. Siobhan, thank you so much for having us here today.
Well, thanks for coming. We're very excited to share word about Collective, our stories of cancer.
And can you give us a little bit of context about the project by telling us first about Gilda's Club Kansas City, and that way we can talk about how this project all came together.
Sure. Our vision at Gilda's Club Kansas City is so that no one faces cancer alone. So we accomplish that by providing educational workshops like what to expect in clinical trials, or what is metastatic disease, or how to maneuver the Social Security disability system. We also provide healthy lifestyle classes like cooking for chemo or gentle Tai Chi, guided relaxation. We also provide resource and referral if people need transportation to their services, or maybe they need some hard goods like a walker or a special bed or equipment. We try to help with resource and referral in that way. The third part of our program is counseling and group support. And then the last part is community. So this 5-part program, which is pretty broad and deep, is provided to anyone with any cancer impact. So that might be someone with a cancer diagnosis, their caretaker, or their family. We have a very active kids support program that takes place over the summer, and we have a program throughout the year called Families Connect that help parents and families with understanding more about cancer.
And most, if not all, of the services are free, correct?
All of the services here are free. So we are part of a national group called the Cancer Support Community. My board of directors pays the affiliate fee for that. So all of the money that's raised locally stays local. Last year, 2017, we served just over 1,500 individuals.
Oh my goodness. And it's my understanding that the stories of some of the individuals that Gilda's Club Kansas City serves are the inspiration for the project that's coming up.
Yes, we refer to the people we serve as members because Gilda Radner said having cancer gave her membership to an elite club. So whether it's someone with a cancer diagnosis or their caretaker. So poet Jen Harris interviewed about 15 people from our community who stepped forward and wanted to share their story. And then she's sort of woven these into 11 different pieces. A couple are poems, a couple are spoken word pieces, one is actually a song. And then laid over that story is an original score composed by Stacy Bush. And so most of the pieces have music. I've mentioned one is a cappella, and then layered over that is a component of dance. And so Owen Cox, Jen Owen, is doing all of the choreography, and dancers from the Owen Cox dance group are performing. And actually, the daughter of a gentleman who was in our community and passed on is going to be dancing as well. So it truly is a collaboration of spoken word, music, and dance.
And it's at Charlotte Street Foundation's La Esquina location.
Yes, Charlotte Street stepped forward and was our first supporter. Thought it was a great concept, and so we moved forward with it. And they're supporting us in addition with some marketing support, technical support, and then of course their La Esquina performance space for free.
And what was the hope when you were all developing the project, that audience members or people that you want to come see, what is your hope that they come away with after seeing a performance?
I think art touches people in a very, very special way. And so we are hoping that the participants in this project and the audience members will get a sense, one, the incidence of cancer in our community. In today's time, 1 in 2 men, 1 in 3 women will receive a cancer diagnosis in their lifetime. Mm-hmm. So it's no longer that whispered word of something that someone else has and you don't talk about it. It's something we want that conversation about cancer to be elevated and open. The second thing we really hope to accomplish with the performance is to have an understanding of the importance of education and support in helping one with a cancer diagnosis and through a cancer diagnosis. After all, Gilda seized the day to live well with cancer and through cancer, and we want everyone with a cancer diagnosis to do the same.
Siobhan, you mentioned Gilda Radner.
So Gilda's Club was started by Gene Wilder and Joanna Bowl in Gilda Radner's honor. The very first Gilda's Club was started in New York, in Soho, had a red door, sign of being warm and welcoming. And if you come and take the tour, you get to see the red doors from when we were a pop-up Gilda's Club. And of course, our front door is red as well.
So if people want to find out more about Gilda's Club, or if they want to purchase tickets for the performances March 2nd through the 4th, where's the best place to go?
Sure. To find out more information about Gilda's Club, go to gildasclubkc.org. That's our webpage and has all of our programming, fundraising, social activities on there. Or you can call 816-531-5444. Now, to get tickets to Collective, our Stories of Cancer, March 2nd through the 4th, the best place to go is owencox.org, and right on their homepage is some information about Collective, and you just click on the link and you can buy $20 adult or $10 student tickets.
Siobhan, thank you so much for having us here and for taking time to talk to us about the event.
Consuelo, I really appreciate it. Thanks so much.
The Neighborhood Tourist Development Fund supports local nonprofits that bring cultural, social, educational, and recreational activities to our area. To learn about additional upcoming events, visit kcmo.gov/ntdf.
Each year, the City Budget Office uses input from resident work sessions, department budget goals, and the 5-year citywide business plan to help develop the annual city budget. Last week, the mayor and city manager submitted that recommended budget to the City Council for approval. But first, residents are invited to learn more about the budget and to provide feedback. The city will hold 4 public hearings out in the community. At each hearing, residents will have the opportunity to hear from city leaders while making their voice heard by directly addressing the City Council. The city's budget officer will start each hearing with an overview of the proposed budget, then we'll hear public comments. The remaining citywide budget hearings will take place Saturday, February 24th from 9 to 11 a.m. at Guadalupe Center's Elementary School Auditorium in the historic Northeast neighborhood. Also Saturday, March 3rd from 9 to 11 a.m. at the R.B. Doolin Center in the Northland, and Thursday, March 8th from 1 to 3 p.m. at the Kansas City Police Department's headquarters building in the community room, which is right downtown. The complete budget can be found online at kcmo.gov/finance. In recognition of President's Day on Monday of this week, city offices and the 311 Center will be closed. Trash pickup shifts to the holiday schedule, which means 1 day later than usual. So Monday pickup shifts to Tuesday and so on throughout the week, with Friday trash collection on Saturday. For more information, visit kcmo.gov/trash. Now that does it for this edition of the Weekly Report. Remember that the city's website is your #1 source of city information. You can also follow our accounts on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. To view this program again or other Channel 2 videos, go to kcmo.gov/channel 2, and that page has a link to our YouTube channel where you can view all of our programs on demand. I'm Chris Hernandez. Thank you for letting us serve you here at City Hall, and thanks for watching.